Good evening. Religious hate crime has returned to Melbourne with 3 separate anti-Semitic attacks across the city.
Counter-terrorism police are tonight searching for this man who's accused of torching an East Melbourne synagogue with families inside. While there were wild scenes at an Israeli restaurant on Hardware Lane, where a gang of up to 20 masked pro-Palestinian protesters stormed into the venue while patrons were trying to eat dinner.
The attacks have been widely condemned as disgraceful and cowardly, striking fear into Melbourne's Jewish community.
Hate and anger in the heart of Melbourne. Religious violence imported from a conflict far away, targeted at Miznon Israeli restaurant in Hardware Lane. Protesters came in 2 waves, initially to harass staff and customers. The second time, tempers boiled over, tables tossed, the laneway trashed, as bystanders urged calm.
That's not peaceful protesting.
15 minutes earlier, just over a kilometre away,
somebody tried to burn Jews in a synagogue here in Melbourne. This is an act of pure evil.
This man poured accelerant on and under the door of the East Melbourne synagogue.
20 congregants on the Sabbath, sitting in there, observing the Sabbath, and a firebombing.
We believe it's just one person involved, but we're not discounting there might be more.
Political leaders outraged.
That is a heinous act, a horrific act.
This is domestic terrorism, make no mistake.
Danny and Jenny Siegel were inside at the time.
People should stand up and say this is un-Australian. We don't allow this to happen here.
Lord Mayor Nick Rees racing to the scene.
The Ukraine war is a terrible event, and you don't see Russian Orthodox churches being attacked. This is anti-Semitism. This is racism in its most vile form.
The night of violence began peacefully with a 70-person protest through the CBD.
Police presence there was very light. I think there were only spotted about 4 officers.
Then a group of 20 peeled off, headed for the Israeli restaurant, but police didn't follow.
It was a smaller group, so there was an assumption made that they were leaving the protest.
Their destination wasn't a secret. The group had called out the venue 2 days earlier.
I knew they were heading to this restaurant.
This was a pogrom in the heart of our city. This mob was on the hunt.
7 News asked the group behind the protest for comment today. They gave the following reply: "We are not in the practice of snitching on ourselves or our comrades." Police are investigating a 3rd incident at a military technology manufacturer in Greensborough. 3 cars were torched and graffitied with the Palestinian flag. Tonight, the Jewish community bolstering the synagogue security, and the manhunt continues. Jacqueline Stanley, 7 News.
The East Melbourne synagogue fire is yet to be classified as terrorism. Paul Dowsley is there for us tonight. Paul, there's been no sign of Premier Jacinta Allen or Victoria's new Chief Commissioner today.
Neither held media conferences, Karina, nor did they come here to the synagogue to reassure the congregation or the wider Jewish community. This is the first significant crime event since the new Chief Commissioner was sworn in 8 days ago, Mike Bush. We asked today if he would speak with the media, and police refused, but we did hear from the government. The police minister did speak. He was out in the suburbs though. He said ASIO and the AFP are assisting with this investigation. And from Victoria Police, there was caution about whether last night's fire will be declared terrorism.
It's really difficult. We really have to understand the ideology and the intent of the individuals.
I don't yet know the motive behind it, but if you think about terrorism as creating fear and creating terror or fear, then yes, it is a form of terrorism.
It is almost 7 months since the state government announced bold plans to ban face coverings at protests in Victoria, and it is still not law. The Police Minister, Anthony Carbines, today, Karina, said it's still several months away.
Paul Dowsley in East Melbourne, thank you.